I've got Gordon and Debbie Glasnow. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did I say it correct? Okay, you guys have to scoot up. There you go. I said that correctly. Glasnow?
Glasnow.
Now.
Yes.
Gordon, okay, so first of all, we were so curious before you even came here. We were looking all over the website and your flyers. We wanted to know what CBC stood for. We tried to guess. We thought maybe it's initials, maybe it's carpet something or other. Tell me what CBC was. It's not anymore, right?
Nope, it's CBC. We started as Carpet Beauty Care.
Carpet Beauty Care, which you still do. I'm looking at the website, and the three main features here: cleaning, repair, disaster. So let's start. Which one you want to start with? Cleaning, repair, or disaster?
50% of our work is still in the carpet cleaning, soft surface, hard surface, tile, upholstery cleaning business. The other is disaster, rebuilding, general contracting, repair work, carpet repair.
Mold remediation.
Mold remediation.
Mold, wait a second. You said a word I don't know. I know mold. Remediation, that means to take it out or to find it. What do you do with the mold?
Remediate means we surgically remove it.
Oh, okay.
With basically under containment and then HEPA air scrubbers, so that way none of the spores are contaminating the rest of the home or the structure. So the contained area, and then surgically remove it.
Gotcha. Now, if I had a mold problem, do I find out first that I have a mold problem and then I come to you guys, or do you guys do the testing?
Well, we don't do the testing inside in-house. It's kind of a conflict of interest. With experience in the water damage business, wherever there's organic and water, there's typically going to be biological growth. So you can look at it once you determine it's been wet, either prior or it's still wet. We treat it basically the same way with protection. And if you choose to get it tested, you can. It's an additional fee somebody would charge to say, yeah, it's mold, or we can go ahead and do the actual wet substance, obvious discoloration removal, and then have it tested afterwards to determine we've got it all.
It's an interesting thing, the whole mold situation. When I was a kid, I lived on the East Coast, and flooding it's a normal thing, like water in the basement and the whole deal. And there was never talk of any, mold, finding mold or cleaning up mold. And even out in California, as little rain as we have, we seem to have this issue. There's some kind of water damage somewhere along the line, and you guys have to come in and clean it up and fix it. And once you fix it, and do you have like a protection so that future times it can't happen, or is that not even a possibility?
Well, as long as there's organic material such as studs, wood,
right,
paper-backed
drywall,
and water, there's going to be the potential. Now, we can put in a fiberglass drywall. The sealing of the studs, I mean, the homes, if that was the way to go, they typically would have them pre-sealed before you installed them. The home has the ability to acclimate to different humidity and dry conditions, and it's throwing a different it's throwing a different problem on, or potential problem, if you start doing things that really weren't designed to be done that way. Sealing materials such as wood is probably frowned upon. Homes are wrapped with tar paper in different degrees of moisture designed so they will still breathe, but it is a water barrier, but not necessarily a moisture barrier.
Sure.
Most important, though, as a homeowner, you should be checking underneath sinks. You should be looking at baseboard if it's coming away from a wall. Places in which there's sources of water, check it constantly, because if you catch it early, it's by far less of a problem than having to remediate and remove it later on when it could be a larger problem.
Where are the biggest places we should check? Like under a sink, are you talking about? Maybe a shower, behind a shower head, or, are those the places we should be kind of like looking all the time?
The interior of a home, because of and you said back east, not being as big a mold problem. Well, back, basically Louisiana with the big floods they're having, first thing they do is remove all wet drywall. They take all the carpets and soft surfaces and remove them and dispose of them, and then they work on getting the structure dry. It's the same thing we do here. Because of our energy efficiency of the homes now, they don't exchange as much air, and the problem is when you have a mold infestation, or if you will, any kind of biological growth, you're now concentrating the air in that area, and you're living 8 hours a day minimum, sleeping. Your body is getting basically exposed to those elements at a higher concentration over longer periods of time, and that's when there's a potential for possibly a allergic reaction or some kind of negative health response.
Absolutely. Now, recently, we were talking off air earlier about the sand fire. Here we are. We live in the desert, and it's just a matter of when the fire, brush fire, wildfire happens. What do you do? What kind of do you deal with smoke damage? What do you guys do as far as like when the sand fire happened? What were you cleaning up?
Well, there's a number of services to provide, but interior-wise, you would want to obviously clean all the contents to the best of our ability. We use a HEPA air scrubber during that process. It might be HEPA vacuuming of draperies. We clean the hard surfaces. We clean carpet, upholstery, area rugs, and then we have cleaning crews specific to wiping down all of the items that may be on horizontal surfaces, as well as the horizontal surfaces. And in worst cases, the vertical surfaces need to be wiped down when there's actual soot inside the interiors.
Did you see some really bad hit areas or homes that really needed to be handled?
Well,
this recent sand fire.
Usually, your air conditioning has a pretty good particle filter. It's not designed for removal of real small particles. It can also contaminate your ductwork, but most people closed their windows and kept it pretty tight. And we walked in 2-3 days after, and there was some smoke smell. It was a lot worse outside. We had one situation where the fire department came in to see if they had evacuated, and they didn't get the double doors closed in the front. And when they got back and were entered back into their home, they had soot throughout, and that was one of the big ones where it smelled worse in the home than out. And anything with any basic deodorization, the first component is remove source material. And if there's soot and ash, that's the first thing you work on removing.
Absolutely. So you've got cleaning. So CBC, Cleaning and Restoration. We've got cleaning. You're basic, and you said 50% of your business is cleaning carpets. We all need our carpet. I think I need my carpets cleaned too. You just reminded me. And stairs. I have so many stairs. You don't like that part. Do you like that part?
No, I mean,
you don't
it's
care?
hard work, but we have a really, I don't think anybody can clean them better than we can.
Really?
We do a really thorough job on stairs.
Do you have a special gizmo of some sort?
It's
Or
got all our truck mount extractor supplies its own heat. It's extremely high vacuum. And it's got basically even soft water in the system, so we're not even leaving the calcium hard water deposits. And we're basically, with the wand that we have, is a nice small 4-inch wand, and the jet's really close, and we get extremely good flushing and agitation.
Oh, that's good. The stairs are important to me. If my stairs look nice and fluffy, I'm happy. You know what I mean.
Oh,
You
yes.
know what I'm talking about, Debbie, right?
Clean home happy person.
Right? I need those stairs nice and fluffy. I don't know what it is. So you do the carpet cleaning, you do repair work, and then the disaster stuff that we just spoke about. We are talking to Gordon and Debbie Glasnow of CBC Cleaning and Restoration. We've got 2 different numbers. Now, do you want me to give out the 661 or the 818 as well? Which one?
661.
The 661. Okay. You can find them, first of all, online at cbcfirst.com. You can find them online, and that's probably the easiest because all the phone numbers are there where you can get in touch, any kind of quotes. But let me give you a phone number. Hey, I'm old school. I'll call you, 294-2221. That's 661-294-2221. And when we call, we're not going to get you guys, though, right?
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
We might get Gordon and
Not
Debbie?
Gordon as often. But
Okay.
me
All right.
sometimes.
If you need your carpets cleaned, if you have any kind of services, repair work, disaster, CBC Cleaning and Restoration. You guys, thank you so much for stopping in. If you say you're good on those carpets, those stairs, I'm calling you because I like fluffy.
Also, one other thing that people don't think about.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah, satisfaction guaranteed. we maintain a good 93 to 95% of our business is repeat and referral. And we also do color correction, color repair, spot dyeing when the person bleaches, trips down the hallway.
That might have happened
outside
with some
the bathroom.
toothpaste. I think that might have happened in my house with a little toothpaste. The brightening toothpaste. I might have a white spot or 2 on my brown carpet. I'm not, I'm not confirming or denying. I think I might. Gordon says he might be able to fix that, huh?
Yep.
Okay. You guys, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it, and continued success right here in Santa Clarita. Gordon, you did great.
Thank you.